Bienvenue, ici voir Survivor Crise et Gaz qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de NBA 2K26 sur PS5. Alors, est-ce que je suis en direct? Oui, parfait. Magnifique, je vais pouvoir continuer. Donc le jeu, voyons voir ce que ça va donner. Oh, direct. Alors, carrière, saison 12. Et on y va.
There he goes. Doing something good tonight.
Et puis d'avoir TVC de l'argent virtuel. S'amuser aussi.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. It's live coverage. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes. Right, in the modern NBA, most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. They've got Powell, also young out there, and it's Thomas in at the 3 spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Puts it up off the inbound. Powell pulls it in. Thomas finds Young. Lets the 3 fly. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, the three-point opportunity is right on time by MP.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Howell. 11 feet away. Chicago grabs the miss. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And so here is Chicago. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 8 points.
MP shooting with rhythm. This is why defenders have to be in his airspace.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Duncan.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Jackson for 3. And it's MP with the rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 6-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looked so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Here's Ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. 1:58 left to play here in the first. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Hornets. Howell comes in for Wallace. And Miller's subbed in for Ball. Persons checked in for Chicago. Traore comes in for Powell. Now here's Thomas. And here's MP for 3. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Howell. Jackson, a screen on Person. Here's Howell. No good, unable to end this run.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
And the shot goes in. MP's got 16 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Howell. We saw him with 10 points last game. Duncan kicks to Howell. Charlotte moving it around. Just 4 to shoot. And again, the Hornets missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's Howell. The Bulls knocking down the 3, and he goes in for the dunk.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. They grabbed their own miss. Count that one.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And B getting it done for the Bulls. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. And it's Howe in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Pass to Miller. Up and in on the layup. Miller's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Hornets.
Not afraid to work on the interior. Mr. Miller, go ahead.
Here's Traoré. A 14-point game for him in the win against Washington. Now, here's Duran. It's deflected. Ball against Duran. Pass to Page. Ball with a wide open. Good. Another from 3.
And he's hit thousands of threes.
Switch here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Wizards was outstanding. He had 46 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
All right, Allie. Great stuff as always. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves and the numbers.
up what the eyes see. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the dunk by MP.
If I'm playing with MP right now and I have the basketball, I am finding that guy.
Wallace looking for an opening. Cranes the three-pointer. Wallace has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Duncan. From outside, off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Back to Young. The three. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this. One that helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Ball, the bounce pass. Duncan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Duncan's got 8 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Young finds Powell. Now MP. And Thomas has it in the corner. And the Bulls another three.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Duran. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Duran's got his first 2 points of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Steps back. Out to Duncan. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Bulls.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection. Just not the result you hope for.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan at court stop. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Chicago Bulls.
That rim is looking awfully big to them right now. I'm telling you, even though those shots are tough, they're going in.
Yeah, this lead is monstrous, and there's still another half to go. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Looking at the Bulls, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy. here in this early part of the season, at least. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Powell is out there with MP. Then it's Thomas, and it's Yang in at the 5 spot. Powell with the bucket.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it happen.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, LaMelo Ball is a playmaker first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Kevin, back to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here's MP for 3. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Howell. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Howell's got 6. Chicago leading by 22. Thomas gets a wide open look, and the Bulls another 3.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Wallace against Powell. Right side, Ball. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Young with the steal. Inside. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And the dunk by Powell.
Any possession that ends with points is a good possession. MP providing the assist.
MP against Ball. To stop the run. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Powell. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Young's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Ball up top. He's got 12. Count it. Good. 14 points for him.
Always so much creativity to LaMelo's game. Terrific move off the bounce.
Thomas outside. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
The Bulls have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the 3rd quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Miller's checked in for the Hornets.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Ball, the pass to Howell. There's 47 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Duncan outside. Shoots over Traore. Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got 10 points in the game.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. And there's the bucket from MP.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
The Hornets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Again, the Hornets score.
Well, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
Out to the wing. Williams for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
MP has been leading the charge for the Chicago Bulls. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Let's go. Triple decker PDJ. Hey, should we pick up something?
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got George. He's out there with Edgecombe. And it's Moody in at the 4. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Edgecombe. 23 points his last outing. And George with the jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Nails it from 3.
You got to be ready to fire off a pass. And credit to MP. He did not hesitate at all.
Pass to Danley. Here's Edgecombe. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
That one drops 4.
Well, passes like that show you just how great of a teammate MP is. He just wants to make his guys better.
The 3 from Edgecombe. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Back to MP. Pass to Thomas. Chicago passing it around. And here's MP from outside. Powell outside. And here's Young. Pure from three-point range. Young's got 6.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Now here's Moody. Here's George, guarded by Young. Releases. George, no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Young looking for an opening. Thomas finds Young. Chicago with a 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Danley. Kicks it to George. 5 on the clock. No good on the 3.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
From deep, MP. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. 76ers trail by 6. Williamson, right side. Lets it go from deep. And it's Edgecombe with a 3. Edgecombe's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Person passes to Young. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 12.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Pass to Lyles. Back to McCain. 1:03 left in the first quarter here. Lyles' shot is good.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
And it's Lyles missing.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
To the left side wing. Back to Young. Takes a 3. Out left to the wing. From behind the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Lyles. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Now McCain. Powell for 3. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Chicago ahead. They lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And thanks again. Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Oh, they dominated this team a season ago. They beat them every time they played.
Yeah, sometimes you just have a team's number. That was certainly the case last year. Let's see if anything has changed.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Edgecombe and McLean make up the perimeter. Then it's Moody, then there's George, and it's Nunez in at the power forward position. Pass to Nunez. Here's Edgecombe. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
For 3, George. Counted. 2 for 4 from the field now.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, NP in the last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He added 33 points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
George outside, fires from deep. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Chicago passing it around. The 3. MP shot is off. 76ers trail by 16. Williamson looking around. George with it. 15 in his last outing. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's Young with the 3. Thomas outside. Pass to Toure. Now Thomas. Back to MP. There's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Young's got 24.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And so it's Chicago out in front by 19 going into the break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Chicago Bulls.
They've been methodical, dissecting the defense with their passing. This is what you mean by unselfish play, guys.
Okay, let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. For the Eastern Conference, Kate. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And for Philadelphia, they've got Moody, Keontae George out there with Edgecombe, and it's Williamson in at the 3 slot. Pass to Edgecombe, puts up a 3, and the 3-pointer goes. Edgecombe's got 14 points for the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And for Chicago, George for 3, and it's Thomas with the rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
From deep, MP. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Up top, Moody. To the left wing. The 3 from Edgecombe. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. It's Powell on the wing. Over Moody. Powell's shot is off.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Bulls leading by 20. Over to the wing. And he banks in the layup.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Edgecombe. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And the 3 off target.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Kicks it out to MP. For 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back to you guys.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work. Stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
Here's George. Cash money on the open jump shot. George has got 7 points.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Outside Young. Person passes to Young. 1:43 left in the third. The 3. Good. Another from 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
George passes to Williamson. Inside. Here's Danley. Again, Philadelphia.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Powell passes to MP. Another 3 for Chicago.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Danley. Back to George. There's the triple. Chicago with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Duren, he's checked in for Chicago. Traore comes in for Powell.
Such a talented player. MP can take over a game. But he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged.
Pass to Lyles. 4 on the clock. Here's Dimon. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Traore. Thomas passes to MP. The three is up. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc. Man,
so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
For three, Powell, no good, misses at the buzzer. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Chicago ahead, running away with this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates, leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got James. Also, Jonas out there. Jamison is out there with Brooks. And it's Reeves in at the 4 slot. The shot by Jonas, no good. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. MP's got 5 points so far. Here's James. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Jamison. Over Yang. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Young outside. Stolen by Jamison. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. James, the pass to Jamison. Back to James. Pass to Jonas. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so, MV will bring it up for the Bulls. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls.
Love the rise and fire approach. Demonstrates how confident MP is.
Now James. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Drives to the hoop. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The three from MP. Rebounded by the Bucks. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. James with it. Throws it up high. MP left side. And MP throws it down.
No holding back there, folks. A rim rattler by MP.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. James outside. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
He relishes his role in this offense. And He's a natural leader, too.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Persons checked in for the Bulls. Torrey comes in for Powell. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Bulls.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And the basket by Thomas.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Bucks trail by 4. Reeves outside. Front pass the arc. The shot by Jonas, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
Brooks outside. Pass to Jonas. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Young from outside. The offensive rebound. Yang. Jamison with the defensive effort.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Here's Jonas. He has 5. And that one drops. James has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
MP outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. MP's got 16.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks guys don't last minutes, they last days.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's Chicago up 6. From the United Center in Chicago, back. Substitution here for Milwaukee. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Thomas kicks to Young. There's the 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. A 12-point game. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Brooks. James is out there with Jonas. And it's Reeves in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers played some superb basketball. He scored 45 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
No good on that one. Great D that time from James. To the wing on the left. Here's Jaka Jonas. Buries it from three-point range. Jaka Jonas has got 10 points in the game.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
During the pass to MP. MP nails the triple.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Jaka Jonas. Covered by MP. Deflects the pass. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Rebound, Milwaukee. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first three. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
Most definitely a switch flip for them in the fourth, and they finally started playing up to their ability, and it certainly came at just the right time, not a moment too soon.
The Bulls leading by 9. Pass to Thomas. To the left side wing. MP outside. Misses the three. Now here's Brooks. And here's James outside. The shot, no good. And so it's Chicago in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be right back after this.
27.
Thanks for joining us for this fun.
Well, right now for Chicago, they're holding on to that top spot, man. They're consistent and could easily win it all. Yeah, Kenny, they've earned the Shaq stamp of approval.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Bulls.
Modern era. Work the ball around the perimeter and shoot it with confidence. That's right. My name would be Shaquille O'Nealovich. If you can't beat them, you join them.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Young, also Powell out there, and it's Yang in at the 5. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Just 2 to shoot. Reeves can't hit.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Offensive rebound. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Jamison.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
A 3 from MP. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
There's the triple, and the Bulls another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to Reeves. Here's Jaka Jonas. 10 points for him. Brooks misses. It's Powell on the wing. Back to MP. Another three for Chicago.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bucks trail by 19. Here's Jaka Jonas. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's James. And James throws it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Persons checked in for Chicago. Jalen Green's checked in for the Bucks. Takes a three. Doesn't go that time.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Kevin?
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. MP, no good.
Trying to match three. Sometimes you get too amped up and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Green with the ball. Now defended by Powell. And it's Brooks in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Person, the pass to Young. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's James. 11 points in the game. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Green deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Brooks outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Powell the pass to Thomas. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Thomas got 5.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
MP has been leading the charge for the Chicago Bulls. How about this? And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition.
For the Bulls. MP comes in for Thomas. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Anthony Black out there with MyCAREER Saison. Then it's Noel, and it's Rush in at the... Saison with the ball. Picked up by Powell.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And here's MP from outside. Another three for Chicago.
There you go, MP. Show off that range.
MP's gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. Pass to Noel. Here's Hall. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. The three from Saison hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Powell finds Young. Another three for Chicago.
And there's MP clapping back. He is such a competitor.
Here's Saison. They really needed more from him in the loss to Cleveland. Jacks up a three. Black outside. Pass to Saison. This one for three. Chicago grabs the miss, and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Going to be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end. Well, when you send them to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Pass to Hall, three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Powell outside. Back to Young. Let's go with a three. Sinks the tray. MP's got 14 points for the game.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Saison. Just 5 to shoot. Over Powell. Saison, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And the basket by MP.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Hawks trail by 8. Here's Hall. Pass to Noel. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Throws it up high.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Pass to Person. Back to MP. Fires for 3. Noel pulls it in. Hawks trail by 7. away. MP outside. Pass to Toure. Kirsten's shot is good.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And here's Rizachet. There's a screen. From downtown. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Young from long range drops in the 3. Young's got 19 points.
I just love the ball movement.
20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Rizachet. From deep. That one no good. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. Doing some damage from deep. He now has 5 3-pointers in the game. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes. We'll make substitutions. They've got Duran, Toure out there with MP, and it's Thomas in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Has to rush. Back to Rizachet. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He came away with 34 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Games like that are a big reason why this team has been fantastic out of the gates.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Launches it. Nunez can't hit.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, got that one up quick. And the Bulls lead by 21.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Rush, covered by Duran. The shot by Rush, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Kept alive. And here's MP. three from outside. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Rizachet with the ball. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Here's Watson. Knocks it down from distance. Watson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for...
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, Clash of the Titans. Going against the best team in the NBA, you have to minimize your turnovers, take good shots, and make big plays and big shots. That's a lot to ask, but that's what it's going to take.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Hawks.
They have to lock it down defensively. Giving up great shots is a great way to lose a game. And if you're disruptive at that end, it creates transition offense. I'm telling you, that's where you get the easy looks.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got Anthony Black. He's out there with Rizachet, and it's Rush in at the center spot.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Rizachet, stolen by MP. Tipped. Here's Newell. Thomas defends. Outside Rizachet. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got his fourth rebound in this one.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Powell's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Chicago leading by 22. Thomas finds Young down low. Here's Powell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Chicago shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. That one falls for Powell. And so Powell nails them both. The Hawks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Newell. The 3-ball. Now pulls it in.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
From the arc. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
The 3 from Rizashé. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
To the middle. Here's Newell. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
The Hawks have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Newell.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Hall.
2 minutes.
Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. The shot by Rush, no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
No coverage that time. Give him 8 points now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Chicago passing it around. Thomas outside. Young from long range. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And there's a pick. Pass to Hall. They get it back. Newell. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Rizashé, no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Wow, that's good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the basket by Rush.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
MP looking around. Pass to Thomas. Back to MP. Takes the 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Young's got 37.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
MP getting it done for the Bulls. With 4 3-pointers in the quarter alone, proving he's a threat at the arc. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
One of the biggest things is not to react to
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight.
and please text the word Pacers along with your issue and receipt location to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concern immediately. And folks, we certainly be here for back out today. Bring the kids. They'll get a free Pacers backpack. Pacers fans, we've got another giveaway coming up. The first 10,000 fans in the game will get your own Pacers Loves Bag. The National Basketball Association and the Indiana Pacers are committed to a safe.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Bulls. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Pacers. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Seeing where Chicago is, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They got Powell, also Young out there, Duran out there with Thomas. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Moore outside. Back to Halliburton. Hits the three-point bomb.
Making use of the corner pocket. Halliburton, such an elite-level offensive play.
Stolen away. It's stolen by Duran. And there it is for him.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Here's Halliburton. And here's Moore outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
And very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Now, here is Young. Lets it go from deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
Halliburton against Young. Halliburton passes to Moore. And it's blocked.
Well, I want to see more of this from Duran. Nice effort using his size to make an impact defensively.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. Thomas got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duran drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound. And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Persons checked in for Chicago. Traore comes in for Powell. Thomas against Moore. 6 to shoot. Will it go? The rebound by Young. Bulls leading by 15. Thomas gets a wide open look. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Young's got 6 assists in the game. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Here's Halliburton. From deep, Moore. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And so it's Indiana with it. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Halliburton. After Chicago picking up a basket just moment. To go. Paxson with the screen on Thomas. Here's Halliburton. It's tipped. Upside Thomas. Oh, slam dunk by Thomas.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls finishing the quarter up by a... Halliburton against Young. Indiana moving it around. Halliburton a screen on Powell. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Thomas. Powell is out there with MP. And it's Yang in at the 5 spot. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hawks was simply terrific. He ended up with 37 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got 12 now in this quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Halliburton. Good defense by MP.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, you got to foul MP harder than that. He waited for the contact and gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Bulls this season.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, This is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And so it's Chicago with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Welcome, everybody.
Well, right now for the Bulls, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Bulls.
They're breaking.
And that about wraps it up.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
And coach, for teams defending the pick and roll, you often hear coaches talking about being at the level. What does that mean?
Well, Kevin, what it means is the guy guarding the screener, the defender guarding the screener, has to be all the way up with that guy at the point of the screen, as opposed to being in drop coverage where the guy defending the screener will lay back.
You've got Halliburton, and it's McCormick in at the 4. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. The Pacers shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you, Kev.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
To the paint, here's Andrade. That's tipped.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Back to Thomas. And here's MP for 3. And the Bulls get it back. For the 3. And they recover it. Powell outside. Back to Young. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Kane. Here's McCormick. Shot to stop the run. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Shots good from Young.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Kane. And here's Halliburton, covered by MP. Here's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Outside for Thomas. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. You look at Minnesota. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And checking out Chicago, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Parks, he's checked in for Indiana. Williams gets the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Halliburton finds more to end the run. He can't hit that time.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And so here is Indiana. And here's Halliburton. 6 points for him. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
MB getting it done for the Bulls. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't...
Right.
Like those kicks, MP.
Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. You can feel the excitement in the still in the early stages of the season here. But some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a beat.
And a lot of talk this year about MP and his sights set on securing the NBA Cup for his team. It really adds a bit of intrigue and drama to what's already become a fan favorite here in the early goings of the NBA season.
Yeah, as if we needed any more drama. MP, I think, draws a lot of attention to himself with his expectations and goals. But I admire that he puts his vision into reality and isn't afraid to tell the world what he wants to achieve. MP always seems to find a way to give us must-watch NBA action.
And the starting group for Chicago. Chicago passing it around. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Morris. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And that one's good. Humphries.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Terrific decision by MP. He looks to feed his uncovered teammates.
Pass to Geiger. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Mason. Here's Morris. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now here's Thomas. His last outing, he had 20. Sinks it from distance.
You can't have a better start than that. Connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Here's Geiger. 15 in his last outing. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Now that's what I call great basketball. Finding a way to get all the way inside.
That's exactly what they wanted on that trip. Get something close to the basket, something easy.
Here's Geiger. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Indiana was simply terrific. He scored 45 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And the Bulls making a change here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Out to the right wing. Here's York. And he makes it on the layup.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Pass to Toure. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Here's York. 14 points his last outing. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Chicago making a switch here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
From outside the arc, perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And that's what they want to do, get him open looks early.
Pass to Young. Here's Traore. To the paint. Back to MP. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Young's got 10 points.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Heat trail by 8. Here's Geiger. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's MP. Thomas passes to Young. The three is up. Another three for Chicago.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit. Great to have you with us. Chicago leading by 11, and it's Glover in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Young, the pass to Thomas. Back to MP. Fires the 3, and it's Miami with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Glover, pass to Geiger. Here's Mason for 3. He buries it from 3. Mason's got 5 now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Chicago passing it around for 3. Powell. Here's Duren. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on.
Pass to Humphries. Here's Monroe. Clock at 6. Here's Humphries. Thomas defends. Humphries can't hit. Bulls leading by 6. Powell outside. Back to Young. Pass to Duren. MP outside. Off target from outside.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Here's Geiger, covered by Duren. And Geiger gets it to go. He's got 9.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
From deep, MP. Let's go with a 3. Monroe grabs the miss. Monroe's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Puts up a deep 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Chicago ahead, up 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, and this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but...
Now let's take a closer look at that tight first half for the Chicago Bulls.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass shot.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three: LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. And that one drops.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no... response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Powell passes to MP. And here's Thomas. It's Powell on the wing. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he slams it in one-handed.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Glover.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
But the lead gets the 3 to fall. And now a 3-point Miami lead.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mason's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
MP buries the triple.
Yeah, the long ball shooting of MP, he can make you pay from this area of the floor.
Pass to Humphries. Stolen by MP. All by himself. And Young slams it in.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers. Turnovers lead to that.
Here's Mason. Can't connect from 14.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Hits the jump hook.
Good vision from MP with the ball. Now, he saw where the better opening was and delivered.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Miami moving it around. Pass to Geiger. They need this. Miami, no good that time either.
just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
To the inside. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Heat trail by 4. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, they needed that timeout. They're searching for answers right now, how to slow this guy down.
Monroe's checked in for Miami. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Humphries. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. Humphries has got 8.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Chicago. Williams comes in for Thomas. Young can't hit. Miami has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Mason. 7 points in the game. Pass to York. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And the basket by MP.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mason. 3-pointer. Oh, great D that time from Powell.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Again, MP missing. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. And York gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 2.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time.
Both teams making substitutions here. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Driving to the basket, and he comes up with a bucket. Humphries has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And it's Morris in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his 2nd triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Here's Mason, guarded by Young. Cash it in!
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs. When the game is tight, MP wants the ball. That's the bottom line.
Here's Mason, covered by MP. With the floater. It's money from deep.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls. From downtown, Morris with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's a floater. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Shoots a 3. The Bulls trail by 3. Now Thomas. Young outside. Takes a 3. That's off. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Fires the 3. The free ball is down.
Now, that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
All alone. And he gets the jumper to fall.
And everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Jacks up a 3. Money from 3.
Huge bucket. MP with ice in his veins.
And now we've got an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time conversion there puts them up 3.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 is off. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Chicago. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Thompson outside to take the lead. Can't hit it. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
So a close game sees Miami taking this one.
And how did you approach this game?
You know.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, Jennifer, thanks.
Okay, it's the final game of the NBA Cup group stage, and you guys need a win to advance. MP, what's going through your mind?
I'm not worried.
MP in the house.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we got a special game for you tonight. This one tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg. We're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And for MP in this last group stage game, it's very important for him to have a great performance.
Yeah, MP has to be happy with his team's position in this final group stage game. All you can ask for is a chance to advance. Remember, MP's made it known he wants to lift that NBA Cup.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Halliburton, and it's Kane in at the 3 side. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Outside Thomas. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. This one for 3. Pass to Young. It's Powell on the wing. It's Thomas outside. Connects from 3-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Kick out to Moore. Here's McCormick. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. He talked about the importance of trying to control the pace of the game. Coach said, quote, Halliburton and his offense like to play fast and push the ball up the floor. So we want to limit their fast break chances and make them play in the half court. We'll see if they're able to slow them down. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much. Outside for Thomas. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got 6.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. The Bulls making a switch here. Person's checked in. And Indiana with the change here, too. Parks is checked in. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Halliburton a screen on Thomas. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
MP's shot is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pacers trail by 10. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Back to Moore. To the middle. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
And here's MP for 3.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Here's for 3. Halliburton, no good. The Bulls leading by 8. Back to Young. Pass to Thomas. Here's MP. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now, here is Halliburton. From outside the arc. That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Powell outside. Pass to Young. Here's Thomas. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got 8 points.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Here's Cherokee Parks to the inside. Here's Andrade. That one's in, his first shot this game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pass to Powell. Back to MP. A 3. Missing that scoring opportunity, having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night. Moore passes to McCormick. Here's Cherokee Parks. Back to Moore. Shoots over Powell. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bull. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys. Talk about strategy. And here are the Pacers now, trailing here by 8. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Paxson, and it's McCormick in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Tyrese Halliburton has already proven to be a very capable 3-level scorer. What a fun player to watch.
You know, Doris, Tyrese Halliburton has got to be up there when you think about the top passers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's always amongst the league leaders in assists. This guy plays in the perfect system for him. You want to be up-tempo and letting him sort of improvise and master the position. He is brilliant.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Heat got the job done. He picked up 38 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Kane, that's good.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Chicago leading by 7. Pass to Young. Here's Powell. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Here's Moore. And good that time.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes. Are from beyond the arc.
A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not. break loose.
And then Thomas with the jam.
That's just excellent vision from MP. Puts it on time and on target.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. 15-point game. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Sinks the triple. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You talk about high-quality shot. A paint touch to a kick-out. This is the modern NBA.
The 3 from Thomas. And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Well, I think for Indiana, they've looked okay early on. But it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of...
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Chicago Bulls. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. MP out there with Powell. Then it's Thomas, and it's Yang in at the center. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble from players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Powell against Moore from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Back to MP. Throws it from outside. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Kane. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Powell with the steal. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
From deep, Moore. He doesn't hit that one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And suddenly his feel for the 3. Point shot has left it. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
And Moore kicks to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Over MP. It's good from the top of the key. Halliburton's got 9.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He's said both. I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I take it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Guys?
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Third quarter here, 3 minutes to come off the clock. It's up a 3, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Tyrese Halliburton just plays with a certain pace. He's always looking to push the act.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Pass to McCormick. Indiana moving the ball around. From deep, Moore. Indiana again missing.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Monday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that game against Houston, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Paxson, he's checked in for Indiana. Burke comes in for Halliburton. Back to Duran. Young outside. Launches a 3. And the Bulls another 3.
And how about MP responding in kind to that triple?
Pass to McCormick. And again, it's Indiana.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
And so, MV will bring it up for the Bulls. Three-pointer. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Driving inside. From deep, Moore. And Indiana, another 3.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
The 3 from MP. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got 37.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Cherokee Parks. Beyond the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. He's approaching. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah,
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke.
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à rester passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.